This is Red Ice Radio.
What do they do with the computer system in China? They hack into it and they change it so it won't read and access great chunks of the internet. Well, if you look at genetics, you might see cells and all that stuff, but what you're looking at basically with what I call the physical body, the holographic body, what I call the body computer, the biological body computer, you're looking at a system which is reading, like a computer, information.
The code.
And if you then genetically manipulate it, you are manipulating it, if you know what you're doing, to firewall off great chunks of its ability to read the reality to the extent that it should. And I have, I must say, you look at the situation with DNA, where 95 to 97% of DNA, they call junk DNA because it's done what it does. And then you look at the fact that we use a fraction of brain's capacity. Now, in some ways, some of that junk DNA, I'm sure, is actually interacting with other levels of reality beyond science's ability to measure it. Same with the brain, but I'm sure that some of it has actually been switched off. And it's like putting humans in a situation where they're intelligent enough to serve the hidden masters, but not intelligent enough in consciousness terms to realize that that's what they're doing. And this is why this information vibration change is awakening people to be able now more and more to actually cope with the concept that that's what's going on. And, you know, I'm sure that Saturn is very much a massive broadcasting operation, and it's, I think, in league with what's coming out of the moon, and probably other things too, we don't know about yet, has created what I call this moon matrix.
Saturn has been symbolized as an eye for centuries by Galileo and other people. And of course the eye, this is Salt Lake City Temple of the Mormons, funded into existence by the House of Rothschild. And the eye is the constantly recurring thing in this Illuminati bloodline history. And in the, remember in May, if you watch the Lord of the Rings movie, the key controlling force was a fiery reptilian eye. Someone was telling me that this shape here is a symbol for Saturn. I don't know, so, and that's what's being suggested. I'll check it out more.
illustrate how devoted Ike was to this idea of the 7 rays is to point out that during this time, he would only wear the colors turquoise and light purple and light purple and light purple because certain colors were attributed to the different rays, and he believed it would attract more good vibrations to himself.
Yes, ma'am. I'd like to ask Dave, is there anything special about that suit that he has on? He wore that on the table and showed up.
The color turquoise, yeah, you can answer that, David. Well, this light, which the Bible talks of, this energy, this life force that he sent out from the Godhead and all around creation, and it's this life force around the planet that's been disrupted, has sub-frequencies within it. And each of those has a vibration, a frequency of a color. And turquoise is the color of an energy within that light known as love and wisdom. And if you wear the color that is on the same frequency, then you attract it and absorb it much more efficiently.
And in case you think that he outgrew that, he posted on his website 11 years later a story defending his wearing turquoise back then. He would later modify his beliefs slightly. He said recently, turquoise is an important color, but you don't have to wear it all the time. In more recent times, he confirms this belief in the rays that will cause an evolutionary shift. In his 8th book, And the Truth Shall Set You Free, he says, cosmic rays of unprecedented power are being detected. These are the energies that are changing life on this planet. These cycles are fundamental, I believe, to the spiritual transformation and the multidimensional shifts which the planet and humanity are experiencing.
They had their name previously was called Bab-Ilu. They lived in a house in Frankfurt, and on the front was this symbol, red symbol of the six-pointed star of Saturn. And they changed their name to the German name for red shield or red sign, Rothschild. That's where the very name comes from. They then, because they were the creators of Israel, they then transferred that symbol to the flag, the symbol of Israel, and now it's the Star of David. It's an exclusive Jewish symbol. No, it's not. The six-pointed star was found on the mosaically on the floor of Islamic mosques dug up in Tel Aviv. It's an ancient esoteric symbol, not exclusively Jewish. And you see the six-pointed star used many times in relation to law enforcement, which again is connected to Saturn astrologically, as I'll come to. The eye of the six-pointed star, a major sign symbols of the Illuminati. Is that an accident? There you have the six-pointed star again.
Spell that. My ears are gone. I've had me nose
Simon,
no ears
Simon with a
Simon with an A.
with an A at the end.
No, I can't find
Good evening,
What's
Mr.
your name?
Ike.
Hello,
I
mate.
have
All right.
Yeah, everything's right. I have a question. I saw
Yeah.
on your poster
Very much.
of your lecture
Yeah, I don't.
I saw
I didn't
the-
do the posters. I don't know what's on it.
the six-pointed star on the lion. Do you think it's a positive symbol?
Well, that is an artist that put that together. And
But it's a symbol
Yep.
like
Yep.
Helena Blavatsky used and Satanic lodges used also.
Well, you know, symbols don't have to be all negative. I mean, I didn't have anything to do with that poster. I didn't have anything to do with the symbol. It was done by an artist. But you know, symbols can be positive. They can be negative. You can have a symbol of the dove, and it can represent peace. And you can have a symbol of the dove, and it represents the goddess of Babylon. You know, it's the intent behind it. You know.
Interestingly, David Icke's story starts with a woman named Alice Bailey. Alice Ann Bailey was a leading disciple of the Russian theosophist Madame Helena Blavatsky, the founder of Theosophy. Bailey formed the Lucifer Publishing Company in 1920, and in 1922 she saw the organization's name changed to Lucis Trust, though the advancement of the Luciferian beliefs remained true. Lucis Trust promulgates the work of a, quote, ascended master, a spiritual being who was working through or in Alice Bailey for some 30 years. The Lucis Trust Publishing Company and their many fronts carry out the work of a Luciferian, quote, master plan for the establishment of something they call the Age of Aquarius.
As if I wasn't worried enough about this as it was, somebody brings this to my attention, this blog, L'Alternativa, that says the Lucis Trust behind Occupy Wall Street.